Shalom Yasharala Yahawada. Brother Malak back with the biblical breakdown. I'm a man of many gifts and talents, but there's nothing like the gift of prophesying, prophecy, understanding the biblical scrolls is truly the greatest gift of them all. And I definitely want to give all glory and honor to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai and to those elders and apostles that Yahweh has used as a vessel to spread this legendary gospel, because this gospel is truly legendary. You know, what else are you? What else? Or scratch that. What else is giving you ambition to do this ministry? It's the crowns that the elect, those that finish the race, those that keep their hands on the plow, those that walk the path of Hamashiach Yahushai, the blueprint. It's the crown. It's the reward that you receive. You know, people like to go all out in life, which is nothing wrong with that, I would say. You know, as long as it's not interfering with, you know, the ministry, the gospel, as long as you're not compromising your soul. I likes that. You can do whatever you want to do as long as you're not compromising your soul and compromising the laws and statutes and commandments of God, or who you ignorantly call God, Yahweh. As long as you're not doing that, then you're good. You're good on Yahweh's list. But how mixed up is that, man? You know, these devils have it to where you have to compromise, but the elect will not compromise. You know, as is stated in prophecy, they hated their lives, or they rejected their lives into death. The elect, those that were predestinated. When that mark of the beast system is implemented in its full, when the mark of the beast system is implemented in its full majesty, then we're going to see, we're going to really see, that's all I can say. We're going to really see. We're going to really see if everything that you learn and grasp was really worth it. When, you know, Revelations 3:10 come. But I want to stick to the subject matter, and this is the elect. And I tend to go into these elect lessons because, man, that's what it's about. It's about the elect, man. It's not by chance that every time I try to run from the ministry work, run from preaching and teaching, they bring me back in. What is that saying? Just when I thought I was out, they bring me back in. It's not by chance that, and to you brothers and sisters out there, more so to you brothers, it's not by chance that you can't put the Bible down. It's not by chance that you can't leave the ministry work. It's not by chance that the ministry work always finds a way to creep up on you and pull and tug at your spirit, tug and pull at you. It's not by chance that you can't run from the Bible. It's not by chance that you can't run from this gospel. It's not by chance that you just hear the spirit just just pulling you. That's because you could possibly be the elect. You could possibly be the souls predestinated. It's not by chance that you know the knowledge and the wisdom. And you don't think these devils, you don't think Dr. E, you don't think Dr. E knows that the elect would be sealed in the coming prophecies. You don't think that Dr. E knew that the elect will be sealed in the last latter days. You don't think that he's watching the elect, keeping his eyes on the elect. This thing is about the elect Israelites, man. It is about the elect bloodline Israelites, the royal blood, the royal lineages, man, the election, the elect, these special people. But let's get into it. Matthew chapter 24, verse 22, it says, "And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved." And the way this devil moves with the chemtrails, the fluoride, the GMOs, the pesticides, the herbicides, turning everybody inside out, same gender with same gender, this sexual, that sexual, this sexual. And except those days should be short, all of the bees being extinct, going extinct. How the declines of the population declines on the bees, certain flowers and certain animals. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. Radiation, 5G, 6G, 8G, 30G. And except those days should be shortened, Matthew chapter 24, verse 22, there should no flesh be saved. World War III, nuclear warfare, nuclear fire. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, making it hard to live. People are not populating. Population control. Bills are high. Foods are high. These tariffs. That's what everybody is speaking of, or speaking about rather. These tariffs that Donald Trump is putting on it, putting on everything. These tariffs that's driving the prices, the cost of living. Matthew 24, verse 22, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, the elect, those days should be shortened. So this thing all boils down to the elect. That's what it's about. When you're watching a movie, the main character, or when you're watching an anime, or even to a video game or whatever, it's about the protagonist and the antagonist, the main characters, the elect, the election. Those special men that have been sealed from the beginning of creation. It says Matthew 24:24 says, "For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders." And we've seen that. You have men talking about their Christ, their Jesus, or, they call them that. And then you have these false prophets. You got a lot of false prophets out here. These deacons, pastors, and even within this ministry, these false prophets that's not sticking to the doctrine. Matthew 24:24 says, "For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, and so much that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect." How about that? The elect, man. These are special men and women, because the Bible speaks of the lady elect, the elect lady and her children, the elect lady. But this thing is driven more so about the elect men, the 144,000. The 144,000. Let's grab the 144,000. Revelations chapter 7, verse 4. Revelations chapter 7, verse 4. It says, "And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel." So there you go. It's not spiritual. It's not a spiritual endeavor, because you have these dumb Christians. They'd tell you that the 144,000 is spiritual. The 144,000 has never been spiritual. Well, it is. Well, I take that back. I'm gonna rephrase that. The 144,000 is spiritual, but it has never been spiritual as far as the bloodlines of these particular individuals is is null and void. These are spiritual people, and they come from specific bloodlines of the Israelites. Revelation 7:4 says, "And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel." And they understand the doctrine. They understand the scrolls. It says 12,000 out of Judah, 12,000 out of Reuben, 12,000 out of Gad, 12,000 out of Asher, 12,000 out of Naphtali, 12,000 out of Manasseh, 12,000 out of Simeon. So they're coming out of the tribes, man, actual bloodline tribes. It's not a spiritual church. And that's what I meant when I said they're not spiritual. It's not of course it's spiritual, but it's not a church. The church has not replaced the tribes, as Christians like to spew out their mouth. Let's get into some more prophecy, man. Ephesians chapter. Ephesians chapter 1, verse 4. It says, I'll start at verse 3. It says, "Blessed be the God and Father, Yahweh, the Ancient of Days." Abba, Yahweh, the Ancient of Days, of our Lord Jesus Christ. We know that is the King, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. And where do we get these names? Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. This is found in the ancient Paleo-Hebrew. They just found ancient Paleo-Hebrew evidence in Puerto Rico. They just found ancient, well, I wouldn't say just, but they've been found it. Some people just found it, but I'm pretty sure they've been found it and knew about it. But the ancient Paleo-Hebrew, the Lashawan Kadash, the ancient Paleo-Hebrew, was found in Puerto Rico. So this is where we get those names, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. It's in the ancient Paleo-Hebrew tongue. It's in the mother tongue, nigga. That's the mama tongue. And I kind of said my nigga. Hey, they was calling us that anyway, right? Acts 13:1. Acts 13:1, Niger, nigga, Niger, and it means black. So hey, but it's in the ancient Paleo-Hebrew. The ancient Paleo-Hebrew, the Lashawan Kadash. And guess what? Yahweh Shai, he would be considered a so-called nigga, Negro. The Father will be considered a so-called Negro. If they came on the earth today, they would be calling them niggas, Negroes, blacks. So I guess that was kind of spiritual. But Ephesians 1, man, it says, "Blessed be the God and Father of our King Yahweh Shai Mashiach, who have blessed us with all spiritual blessings in heavenly places in Hamashiach. It says Christ, but that's Hamashiach. It says, according as he have chosen us in him before the foundation of the world. So the elect was chosen before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love, having predestinated us. So these 144,000, they were predestinated. It says, unto the adoption of the children by Yahushua Mashiach to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will, having made known unto us the mystery of his will, the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, according to his good pleasure which he hath purposed in himself. So the election, this thing of ours is going to always boil back down to the election. The lady elect, because the Bible does speak, the scrolls do speak of the elect lady, the lady elect. But this thing is heavily regarded with the men, the 12,000 men out of each tribe being sealed. Let's grab some more prophecy. Some more prophecy. That was Ephesians 1. We drop down Ephesians 1:11. Ephesians 1:11. Ephesians 1:11. That's a good precept as well. It says, in whom also we have obtained an inheritance, being predestinated. So the election, they were predestinated. They were predestined. You keep speaking of these words: predestined, predestinated, destiny, destination, destiny, destination, predestined, predestinated. It says, Ephesians 1:11, in whom also we have obtained an inheritance, being predestinated according to the purpose of him who works all things after the counsel of his own will. So, what is the title of this subject matter? The elect, the election. And this thing boils down to the election, the elect. And these special individuals, these super soldiers. When that time comes, man, we're going to get that spiritual power, Yahweh willing. And super soldiers for Yahweh, super soldiers for God. And these sleeper cells, the X-Men. The X-Men, man, the spiritual X-Men. Spiritual X-Men. Let's I want Romans, is that Romans 11? God. Romans, what is that? Yeah, Romans 11 verse 7. It says, what then? Israel, Yashrala, and Yahawada, the 12 tribes, have not obtained that which, they seek for, but the election has obtained it, and the rest were blinded. So with that, I'm going to say, Kol Halam La Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakat Kadash. And what is it that the election is being sealed with? They're being sealed with the understanding and comprehension of where they stand in this thing we call life. They are, they are the Israelites. We have a kingdom that's going to be established forever. We have the King, Yahushua Mashiach, who's going to return. We have the prophecies, these latter end prophecies that's going to play out, and that's playing out as we speak every day. Yahweh says that says that he is angry with the wicked every day. So you see prophecies right now. Everybody's talking about the tornadoes and the climate change and the storms and the weather and the tempests and the storms. Every day Yahweh makes judgment upon the wicked. But, you know, the election, man, you were predestinated, you were chosen to get the mysteries of heaven. That's just what it is. The election was chosen to understand and comprehend the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. And now the world knows, because we know you devils are listening on these other ends of these epistles. We know you devils are listening in. We know Big Brother is watching, but we know the biggest brother is watching. Yahweh Shai, Big Brother Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. We know the Son of Man. We know the Lamb. We know the Lion of the tribe of Judah is watching. We know the Father is watching. We know the angels are watching. Everybody is watching. The demons, they watching. The angels, they watching. Yahweh is watching. Everybody's watching. So it ain't just you, Esau. But the elect, they were sealed to understand and comprehend the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. That's just what it is. And with that, I'm going to say, Kohalam la Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakak Kadash, Barakata Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakak Kadash. Prophecies, 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 prophecies.